Above average enthusiasm, I'd say. Say anglers like Richard McDonald, Rod Hutchinson, Kevin Maddox. Scariest moment on a bank? Probably when I was fishing Redmere and I had a bit of a ghostly experience on there. I swore I heard someone call my name at close quarters in the dark, and when I woke up to it, instantly there was no one there. So probably the scariest moment, I suppose. Started when I was 16 and I'm 21 now, so about 5 years now. Yeah, nearly 40 years, 38 years, so do the maths on that if you want to know how old I am. Progression from fishing for everything from silverfish through to tench into pike, and you know, like my old man was a carp angler and he wanted me to progress up to it, so it's just a case of, you know, catching the biggest or the better ones of each species before we moved on to the next, and obviously carp was at the pinnacle of it. Not really a sporty person myself. The only sport I really follow is Formula 1, so that's about it. Where would I go, eh? Been pretty much most places, so God, that's actually quite a tricky one, that is. Probably go back to Redmere. Probably my worst injury was when I was fishing Pingewood over in Reading about 10 years ago, and I was watching a brute from up, like, quite high up a tree, and I could see it swimming along the bank, and I needed to get further along the bank and up another tree, so I descended the tree. I was up pretty quick and decided to jump the last sort of bit, probably about 8 foot, and tried running as I landed, and I basically ripped my calf muscle really badly. It's like having a knife put across the back of your leg. That's probably the worst one. Took me a while to recover from that. Best three anglers I fished with quite a lot of good anglers, but I'd say because they're more like-minded to what I do, probably Terry Earn, Jim Shelley and Dave Lane, all quite different in their approaches to achieving the same objective, really. Probably catching Ever the Lever out the car park lake, because it all happened a little bit sudden. Didn't really expect it to happen like that, you know. That's a memory that will never be forgotten. Actually, yeah, think about it, just landed on the gooch pit, probably over at Frimley, an old forgotten pit that was walked past next to a really old pit there that had been fished for years, and just suddenly stumbled across a couple of carp in there that had been in there for donkey's years. One was a 20-pound common, one I later found out was a 27-pound mirror when I caught it, and I actually caught it free lining mixers, which I thought was the way to catch it. But yeah, that was probably the strangest, because the amount of people who'd walked past that little lake right next to it and never even knew them fish were in there. Visual hook baits, a kettle and a camera. Probably not stepping up and fishing somewhere like Raisbury in its day, but it didn't suit life at the time. That's probably a regret. Being outside really, and taking in all the dawns and just everything that goes with it really, you know. You know, obviously catching fish helps, but yeah, there's a lot to it, you know. Probably, I don't know, social media, I suppose, the way it's taken over the way people approach their fishing a lot more now. Tea. Oh, probably a custard cream, I'd say. Indian. I'd say the black mirror, because it's one that I did have a little dabble for, but didn't catch it, and he obviously passed on before I got a chance to catch it.